Can anyone hear me? Testing, 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 audio testing. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Can you hear me? Please type in the chat if you can hear me.
I'm hearing audio. Sounds good to me.
All right. We're getting ready to get started, guys. Bear with us for a few minutes while we get it set up. Looking forward to this.
Check, check. All right, everybody.
Attention, Rendezbrew! Are you ready for the awards ceremony? All right, we're going to have Michael Lerman do a quick check to make sure that our online friends can hear us good. Everybody hear us? If you're listening online or watching the video feed, please let us know in the chat. Thank you. All right. All right, so everybody, thank you so much for coming out today. We really appreciate it. I understand, I know it's a party and there's going to be a lot of side conversations and everyone's drinking beer, but if you could try to keep it down just a little to make sure everybody can hear their name that's called when they win an award, we'd appreciate it. I want to start off real quick by announcing the winner of the Bubba beer competition. Can you not hear me in the back? All right. The experts are coming to work on that. All right. Can you hear me better now? Thank you. I was going to start yelling into this thing, so. All right. I'm going to announce real quick the winner of the Bubba beer competition. There's a prize for first place only, but just to recognize the third place winner is Randy Daly. The second place winner was Pat Sullivan. These guys really know their Bubba beers pretty well, but the grand champion and winner of the tap handle is Elise Walker. Oh, surprise, we do have prizes for second and third. So if you have won one of these Bubba beer competition items, you can receive them at the Bubba beer table. So go to the Bubba beer table to collect your prize. So all right, guys, I want to say welcome to everybody to the Lunar Rendezbrew 28 Competition Awards. For those that don't know me, my name is John Black. I'm the current mission commander of the Bay Area Mashtronauts. In addition to just being the homebrew festival that you're enjoying today, Lunar Rendezbrew is a major homebrew competition. For 2022, Lunar Rendezbrew is the largest homebrew competition by entry count in the country, if not the world, run by a single homebrew club. So yeah, heck yeah. Congratulations. So we had 617 total entries received across all beer, mead, and cider entry categories. These were received in late March, sorted by category, and systematically judged over the next month by many volunteers that included Mashtronauts as well as other local clubs that you might even find in this room tonight. If you served as a judge, steward, organizer, or helper during the judging process, would you please stand and raise your hand so that you can be recognized? We want to thank you all and acknowledge you for your contributions to the success of this competition. Sorry, can't talk tonight. We are grateful for your support of the competition. And although he is not able to attend in person tonight, I want to recognize and thank our head judge, Scott Ream, for his tireless efforts to organize flights, review and scan score sheets, address questions from the peanut gallery, and just push us through to the finish line on this competition. He's probably watching online, so let's give him a big round of applause and make sure he can hear it online. So with the competition of this size, just making it to the second round is a huge accomplishment. As I was compiling the data for the awards, I found a few interesting things to point out. Out of the 617 entries received, the average score on a 50-point scale was 35.2, and the average score for medal winners was 40.7. But with that said, we had around 72 entries that had scores of 40 or above that did not even medal. So that tells you enough that there were some fantastic beers entered in this competition. And so we had 122 medals awarded this year. There were so many entries into category 21 that we actually split it into two categories. So we have medals for 21A, American IPA, and 21B, Specialty IPA. I also want to thank our sponsors real quick for this event because it's not possible without their support. So please make sure to visit our Orion sponsors, starting with Remax, the Martinez team. Thank you guys for coming out. We have Daiquiri Time Out in Galveston. You see Zach for some great creations over there. True Anomaly Brewing, who was not able to attend, but we have some beers over there in cans for you guys. If you ask for it, we have it for you. And the Cane Island Ailers Homebrew Club, our friendly competitors on the west side. We love you guys. So now I know you're all anxious for the results, so I'm going to move quickly through the categories. If you win an award and you are here in person or collecting for a fellow club member, please come up and collect your medal from the side table over here. My lovely wife, Melissa. And I will also thank my buddy David for being my Vanna White tonight and handing me the cards. And I'm also going to take this opportunity, since I'm your host for the evening, and take a shameless plug of my podcast, the Best of Show Homebrew Competition Brewing Podcast. You can find it on any of your favorite podcast platforms. New episodes coming up this month. Watch out for those. So let's get this thing started with category 1, standard American beer. So category 1, standard American beer, sponsored by Coastal Direct Auto and Fleet Services. Third place, Wesley Kolchak, Bay Area Mashtronauts, American wheat beer named Wheat. Sorry, I was a little quick on the trigger there. Second place, Russell Brown, San Antonio Cerveceros, Cream Ale, Rebel Alliance Cream Ale is the name. And in first place, Stacy Myers, Horseman of the Hoppocalypse, American light lager called Light It Up. All right, category 2, international lager, sponsored by Duo Winery. Third place, Brian and Melissa English of the Central Arkansas Fermenters with an international amber lager called Twin X Amber. Second place, Fritz Shands, Denton County Homebrewers Guild with an international dark lager called International Dark Lager. And in first place, Scott Kohler, Ninja Homebrewers, with an international pale lager called Beats. Where's Scott at? All right, category 3, sponsored by St. Arnold Brewing. This is category 3, Czech Lager. Third place, Michael Myers, Horseman of the Hoppocalypse, with a Czech dark lager called Something Dark is Coming. Second place, Tyson Schindler, Foam Rangers, with a Czech amber lager, and I'm going to butcher the heck out of this, Politamava Plisnica. And first place, Fritz Shands, Denton County Homebrewers Guild, with a Czech pale lager called Stearman's Czech Pale Lager. All right, we're moving pretty quick here. All right, category 4, sponsored by 5 Star Chemicals. Third place, Lars Reinhardt, San Antonio Cerveceros, with the Munich Helles called Rexpert Brewing Yum Yum Helles. Second place, and I saw him up here a second ago, Hank Keller, Foam Rangers, with the Helles Bock called Still Call It a Maybach. And first place, Damian Dobbs, San Antonio Cerveceros, Munich Helles called the Crocketeer. Am I moving too fast for you guys? This a good pace? All right. Category 5, sponsored by Omega Yeast. This is pale, bitter European beer. Third place, Fritz Schanz, Denton County Homebrewers Guild, German lick beer named Stearman's Lick Beer. Second place, Mauricio Montoya, Foam Rangers, with the German pills named Damn Fine Pills. And in first place, Jeff Stumpy Oberlin of the Ninja Homebrewers, with the Kolsch called the Kraken. All right, category 6, Amber Malty European Lager. Third place, Eric Hines and Kyle Autry, Ninja Homebrewers, from Marzen called Marzen. Second place, Jonathan Reisner, Bay Area Mashtronauts, with a Roush beer called Baconator, although I heard he's recently considering changing that name to Hot Dog Water. And in first place, Matthew Harold, Cane Island Ailers, with a Dunkelsbach called Thank You, Sir. May I have another? Hashtag Mean Brews. Category 7. True Anomaly Brewing sponsored this category. This is Amber Bitter European Beer. Third place, Sasha Tebow, Northside Ailers, with a Vienna Lager called Rock Me Amadeus. And since he's walking to the stage anyway, second place goes to Sasha Tebow, Northside Ailers, for an alt beer called Alternator. But first place goes to somebody different. This one goes to Michael Myers of the Horsemen of the Hopocalypse, with an alt beer called the Red Menace. All right, category 8, sponsored by the Smoke Ring. This is a dark European lager category. Third place goes to Jarrett Long and John Bates of the Horsemen of the Hopocalypse, with a Munich Dunkel called Oh, We Can Dunk. And second place goes to John and Rebecca Stoll of the Bay Area Mashtronauts, with a Schwarz beer called Dark Helmet. And first place goes to Brian English of the Central Arkansas Fermenters, with a Munich Dunkel named Triple D. All right, category 9. Rockin' H Brewing sponsored this category. Category 9, strong European beer. Third place, Beno Benavides, Ninja Homebrewers, Doppelbock, called Pop Lock and Dop It. Second place, Randy Daly, Bay Area Mashtronauts with the Baltic Porter called This Side of the Rhine. Oh, Randy was quick to get up there to get his medal. Well, I guess they're keeping this category in the family because first place goes to Chris Daly, the San Antonio Cerveceros with the Doppelbock called Lagertron. All right, next up, category 10, sponsored by Valentine's Brewing. In third place, Fritz Shands, Denton County Homebrewers Guild, Dunkel's Weiss Beer, called Stearman's Dunkel's Weiss Beer. Second place, David Rogers, Northside Ailers with a Wisenbach called Weissbach. And in first place, Jarrett Long and John Bates, Horsemen of the Apocalypse, the Wisenbach called Wise Old Man. All right, next up, category 11, sponsored by Yeast. This is British beer. And in third place, we have Jeff Stumpy Oberlin of the Ninja Homebrewers with the strong bitter called Ankle Biter Bitter. Second place, Walter Hodges of the North Texas Homebrewers Association with an ordinary bitter called Hutton Branch Ordinary Bitter. And in first place, Andy Scherzinger of the Cane Island Ailers with the best bitter called Bitter Beer Face. All right, category 12, Pale Commonwealth Beer. Third place, Jonathan Reasoner, Bay Area Mashtronauts, Australian sparkling ale called San Diego Sparkling. Second place, Guy Grady, Central Arkansas Fermenters with the British Golden Ale called OE Golden Ale. And first place, Andy Scherzinger, Cane Island Ailers, British Golden Ale called Charlie Bit My Finger. Oh, there one more. Okay, category 13, sponsored by Boot Brewfest. This is brown British beer. Third place, Chris Daly, San Antonio Cerveceros with an English brown ale called DBC Brown Ale. Second place, Beno Benavides, Ninja Homebrewers with a dark mild called Mild Child. And in first place, from the Bay Area Mashtronauts, Tyler McCombs, English Porter, Ashley Special. All right. So this card didn't get labeled. I'm trying to think what category's next. Anybody know what category's next? Hell yeah. Let's hear it for Tim Stoddard of the Bay Area Mashtronauts. In case you need to annoy your neighbors, things like that, reach out to Tim. He'll take care of you. All right. So category 14, Scottish Ale, if you were not sure what we were talking about there. Third place, Fritz Shands, Denton County Homebrewers Guild, Scottish Export, called Stearman's Scottish Export. Second place, Andy Scherzinger, Cane Island Alers, with a Scottish export called Bowler Beer. And in first place, Brian Street, Denton County Homebrewers Guild, Scottish export called Little Witch's Brew. All right, category 15, Irish beer. This is sponsored by the Cane Island Alers. They've got their beer booth. In case you're always waiting in one long line for beer, they have beer over there at the wooden booth setup. So make sure and go try their beers as well. I'm sure they're pretty decent. They've got a few medals tonight, so you might want to try those. In third place for Irish beer, Beno Benavides, Ninja Homebrewers, Irish Red Ale called We Don't Talk About Bruno. Second place, Bay Area Mashtronauts, Wordy Thompson, Irish Stout Liquid Gold. But it's silver, but it's still liquid gold. And in first place, Jarrett Long and John Bates, Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Irish Stout, No Rain in Dublin. All right, category 16 is sponsored by the newest brewery in town. They're not even open to the public yet, but you can sample their beer here tonight. Strong Arm Brewing, sponsoring category 16, dark British beer. Third place, Reed Smoller, Dallas Homebrew Collective, with sweet stout called Baby's First Milk Stout. Second place, Philip Verdeek, Foam Rangers, with a sweet stout called Double Cream 7. And in first place, Sam Hoops, Ninja Homebrewers, oatmeal stout called Toast and Oats. All right, category 17, Strong British Ale. Third place, Matthew Harold, Cane Island Alers, English barley wine called The Red Pill, #Mean Brews. Second place, Nicholas McCoy with Draft Punk, English barley wine named I Won't Drink This. And first place, David Rogers, Northside Alers, with the Wee Heavy called Wee Heavy. All right, category 18, sponsored by Tex Malt. This is the Pale American Ale category. Third place goes to Nicholas McCoy of Draft Punk, American Pale. I'm going to say Bonner James to keep this kid friendly. Second place goes to Brian Massey, Bay Area Mashtronauts, American Pale Ale called Basic Pale. And first place, Tony Weatherington, San Antonio Cerveceros, American Pale Ale called Miller's Pond Pale Ale. All right, category 19, sponsored by Texas Leaguer Brewing. This is the Amber and Brown American Beer. Third place, David Rogers, Northside Alers, California Common, called Not So Common. Second place, Mark Rendon, North Texas Homebrewers Association, with an American Brown Ale called American Brown Ale. In first place, Pete Train, Ninja Homebrewers, California Common called Steam Train. Yeah, you, Pete. Yeah. All right, category 20, American Porter and Stout. Third place, Chris Daly, San Antonio Cerveceros, American Porter, called I Turned Myself into a Porter, Morty. Second place, Matthew Harold, Cane Island Ailers, Imperial Stout, called Chocolate Thunder, #Mean Brews. You get that #Mean Brews on all your entries, Matt. I don't know why. We'll send you a bill for that plug. In first place, Sam Hoops. Sam Hoops! Ninja Homebrewers, Imperial Stout called Avenge Me. All right. Here we go with the split category. Remember this, we did 21A as its own category. Sponsored by Remax, the Martinez team. Thank you, guys. Let's hear it for Remax. This is American IPA. Third place, Reed Smuller, Dallas Homebrew Collective. American IPA called Easy Button. Second place, Beno Benavides, Ninja Homebrewers. American IPA called Two Fish Are Better Than One. First place, Scott Kohler, Ninja Homebrewers. American IPA called Idaho 7 IPA. All right, 21B, Specialty IPA sponsored by Backfish Brewing. Third place, Thomas Musquiz, San Antonio Cerveceros, Black IPA called Black IPA. Second place, Jeremiah Bayer with the East Side Brewers in Illinois. The Belgian IPA called Berserker. And first place, the tag team, Josh Santelises and Ryan Cooper of the Bay Area Mashtronauts with the Black IPA called Darkness. And in case anybody's here and wondering, if you have a team entry, we do have 2 medals for you. 2 medals. And thank you to our medal delivery service. All right. Category 22, Strong American Ale. Third place, Randy Daly, Bay Area Mashtronauts. American barley wine called Rollin' with the Flow. Second place, Brian Street, Denton County Homebrewers Guild, American Strong Ale called Deborah Strong Viking Blonde. And first place, Walter Hodges, North Texas Homebrewers Association with a wheat wine called Hutton Branch Wheat Wine. All right, category 23, sponsored by Dysfunctional Brewing. Check out his blog, dysfunctional.beer. Third place for European Sour Ale, John Lacheka, Central Arkansas Fermenters, Flanders Red Ale called Flanders Red. Second place, Ryan Cooper, Bay Area Mashtronauts Fruit Lambic called Rogue. And in first place, Bay Area Mashtronauts, Jonathan Riesener, Berliner Weiss called Anna's Weiss. Randy Daly to the stage, please. Randy Daly to the stage. All right, category 24, Eureka Heights Brewing sponsored this. It's 24 Belgian Ale. Third place, Stacy Myers, Horseman of the Apocalypse, with the wit beer called Leuven 1851. Second place, Brian Street, Denton County Homebrewers Guild, with the beer to guard called the Ald 1295. And first place, Douglas Hicks, North Texas Homebrewers Association, with the beer to guard called the Keeper.
Okay, we're going to try to make sure everyone's familiar with the auction items over here on the side. There's a QR code to scan, sign up, and to be able to bid online for those items. So if you haven't done that, please do. Look what's over there. I need to talk louder. Okay. So we have silent auction items over here. There's a QR code. You can scan it, fill in your data, and bid on items as they go. And it's ongoing, I guess, till 7 o'clock. I think I shut it down at 7. So it's some pretty cool stuff over there. Look at it. You look. Okay. All right.
All right, category 25, Strong Belgian Ale. Third place, Timothy Nias, Horseman of the Apocalypse, with the Saison called Essence of Saison. Second place, Wesley Kolchak, Bay Area Mashtronauts, with a Belgian Golden Strong Ale called Belgian Hellhound. And first place, Jared Murray of the South Austin area Zymergist, with a Saison called Table Rye Saison. All right, category 26, Gordon Street Tavern is the sponsor. Third place, Eric Hines and Kyle Autry, Ninja Homebrewers, with a Belgian Dark Strong Ale called Adrenus Winter Ale. Second place, Scott Kohler, Ninja Homebrewers, Belgian Double called Double Double. Category 26. All right, we're good. Okay, is that was second place? All right, third place, or first place, James Kane, Travis Bullock, and Marcus Haas, Bear Brewers, Belgian Double called RGBDSA. All right. Category 27, Historical Beer, sponsored by Jaggers Brewing Co. This is Historical Beer. In third place, you're going to love this one, guys. Josh Santelises, Bay Area Mashtronauts, with the Goza called Booty Sweat. As he comes to get his award, you can laugh at him for his name selection. Second place, Andy Scherzinger, Cane Island Ailers, with the Goza, named this little piggy bank Goza Market. In first place, Jonathan Reasoner, Bay Area Mashtronauts, Kentucky Common, called Like I Roll. This next probably getting a little heavy with these medals walking up here. All right, category 28, American Wild Ale. Third place, Jeremiah Bayer, Eastside Brewers, wild specialty beer called Tangerine Hibiscus Sour. Second place, Tyson Schindler, Foam Rangers, mixed fermentation sour beer called You're Crazy Man, You're Crazy. I like you, but you're crazy. First place, Timothy Bickle, Red Earth Brewers with a wild specialty beer called Weiss Decision. Category 29, sponsored by our friends at Daiquiri Time Out. This is the fruit beer. Third place, Reed Smoller, Dallas Homebrew Collective with a fruit beer called Drink Your Bloody Wheaties. Second place, Randy Daly, Bay Area Mashtronauts, Fruit and Spice Choco Coffee. First place, Andy Scherzinger, Cane Island Alers, fruit beer called Ramona Flowers. I'm going to grab a quick beer because all this talking is starting to get to my throat. So I'm going to turn this over to Randy for a few minutes. Let him do a few categories.
So category 30, sponsored by that Cajun Chip. So for category 30 spice beers, third place is Jason Thomas and Clay Rivette, Bay Area Mashtronauts, for a beer called Truffle Shuffle. Second place goes to Sean Graham of Cap and Hare Homebrew Club for a beer called Pint Full of Cup. And first place, and probably the reason I'm up here, first place goes to John Black, Bay Area Mashtronauts, for a beer called Seasons Eating. Category 31, alternative fermentable beers. So there's no third place. Second place is John Black for an alternative sugar beer. WTF is a graph. And first place goes to Wesley Kulchak, Bay Area Mashtronauts, for an alternate meal stout. Category 32, which is sponsored by another shameless plug, Best of Show podcast. Category 32, smoked beers. Third place, John Black, Bay Area Mashtronauts, for cigars and whiskey. Second place is Fritz Shantz from Denton County Homebrewers for a beer called Stearman Smoked American Porter. And first place is Andy Scherzinger, Cane Island Alers, for a beer called It's Basically a Cigar Dropped in a Boil. We'll go to category 33, which is sponsored by Golden Hour Brewing. Category 33, wood beer. Third place goes to John Black, Bay Area Mashtronauts, for a wooden aged beer called Wooden Bat Baltic. Second goes to Jarrett Long and John Bates, Horsemen of the Apocalypse, for a beer called Belgium Through the Trees. And first place goes to Sam Hoops, Ninja Homebrewers, for Avenge Me BBS. Category 34, sponsored by NASA Chiropractic. Category 34, specialty beer. Third place goes to Gary Casey, Big Country Homebrewers, for a beer called Beer, Brandy, and the Fifth. Second place goes to Wesley Coolcack, Bay Area Mashtronauts, for a beer called Come Hell or High Water. And first place goes to Andy Scherzinger, Cane Island Ailers, for a beer called Ramona Flowers Knot.
All right, guys, thank you for indulging me there. When you know the results ahead of time, you can kind of punt like that. Didn't want to call my own name. All right. So I'm going to power through these last ones so we can get this done. Category C1, Standard Cider and Perry. Third place, Cindy Oberlin, Ninja Homebrewers. New World Perry called Thirsty Huskies. Second place, Bradley Sheehan, Dallas Homebrew Collective. New World Cider called C is for Cider. And first place, hey, Jeff, turn around. Jeff, come back up here. First place, Cindy Oberlin, Ninja Homebrewers. New World Cider called White Rabbit. All right, category C2. Specialty Cider and Perry. Third place, Bradley Sheehan, Dallas Homebrew Collective. Cider with other fruit called T is for Tart Cherry. Second place, Bill Boyer, North Georgia Malt Monkeys. Specialty Cider Perry, Waiokele Puna Punch Cider. And first place, Cindy Oberlin, Ninja Homebrewers. Specialty Cider and Perry called Ruby Dragon. Now for the Meads. Category M1, Traditional Meads. Third place, Cindy Oberlin, Ninja Homebrewers, Dry Mead called Bashful. Second place, Jeff Stumpy Oberlin, Ninja Homebrewers, Semi-Sweet Mead, Dastardly Curious. And I notice he's waiting around because he probably senses first place, Jeff Oberlin, Ninja Homebrewers, Sweet Mead called Sweet Mary. All right, category M2, Fruit Mead. Third place, Cindy Oberlin. Ninja Homebrewers, Pie Mint called Andre. Here comes Stumpy back up again. All right, second place, Tracy Noss, Cane Island Ailers, Stone Fruit Mead called Peach Perfection. And in first place, Matthew Mead, Michigan Mead Coalition. Stone Fruit Mead called Michigan You Pick, then You Cherry. Category M3. Third place, Tracy Kupis, Cane Island Ailers, Fruit and Spice Mead called Black Currant Cacao. Second place, Cindy Oberlin, Ninja Homebrewers, Fruit and Spice Mead called Ruby Slipper. And in first place, Bo Bennett, Central Arkansas Fermenters with the Spice Herb and Vegetable Mead called Hop Hash Hydromel. All right. The last regular category of the night goes to our specialty meads. Third place, Jeff Oberlin, Ninja Homebrewers, experimental mead called Problem Child. Second place, Tracy Kufis, Cane Island Ailers, experimental mead called Blueberry Donut. And in first place, Matthew Mead, Michigan Mead Coalition, experimental mead called It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere. All right, guys. So that takes us through the regular awards. As a quick note to update the standings at this point, the medal count for the top 3 clubs through beer is the Cane Island Ailers in third place with 10 medals. The Ninja Homebrewers in second place with 15 medals. And the Bay Area Mashtronauts in first place with 23 medals. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. That was before the Meads. I didn't stop before the Meads. I got a little switched up, so I apologize. Well, let's do our best to show, and we'll announce all the winners then. This night has gone so smooth right up until that point. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to announce the Best of Show awards. We're going to start with Mead and Cider. The Best of Show Mead and Cider goes to Bo Bennett of the Central Arkansas Fermenters. All right. Best of Show Beer, winner of the Stein. The Mead winner gets a Stein too, don't worry. All right, Best of Show Beer. We do have 2 honorable mentions placed on the card. The first honorable mention, which receives nothing but a pat on the back, Josh Santelises and Ryan Cooper with the Mastronauts for their Black IPA. The first runner-up, I would say, would be Scott Kohler of the Ninja Homebrewers with an international pale lager called Beaks. But our Best of Show winner of the Stein goes to Jonathan Riesener, Bay Area Mashtronauts with a Berliner Weiss called Anna's Weiss. Congratulations, Jonathan. All right. Yeah, come get your picture taken, Jonathan. All right, so I want to congratulate our Best of Show winners as well as everyone else that won tonight and that competed. We don't have any special hardware for this, but I did want to at least acknowledge the top medal winner and club. So the top individual performer was Andy Scherzinger of the Cane Island Ailers with 5 gold medals and 2 silver medals. Congratulations, Andy. And we have a tie atop the club leaderboard for medal count. The Ninja Homebrewers got into contention with their Mead and Cider medals to finish with 24 total medals, tied for the lead. But we are including Best of Show in our calculations because we can. And so since there's no award or trophy or anything on the line, we decided to include Best of Show, and with Jonathan Riesener's Best of Show award, that puts the Mastronauts with 24 medals as well for a tie atop the leaderboard. Congratulations, Mastronauts and Ninjas. All right. I'm going to post the full club scoring countdown tracking at the front desk if anyone wants to look at that. All score sheets for the contestants and scorers are going to be posted online very shortly after this announcement. Thank you all for participating. And one last shout out to all our sponsors. I'm going to run through it real quick. Remax Daiquiri Timeout, Cane Island Ailers, True Anomaly Brewing, Dat Cajun Chip, 5 Star Chemicals, Backfish Brewing, Boot Brew Fest, NASA Chiropractic, Coastal Direct Auto and Fleet Services, Rockin' H Brewing, Dysfunctional Brewing, Gordon Street Tavern, Jaggers Brewing Co., Omega Yeast, St. Arnold's Brewing, Texas Leaguer Brewing, Tex Malt, The Smoke Ring, Yeast, Eureka Heights Brewing, Valentine's Brewing, Golden Hour Brewing, and Fish with Attitude by Mike Quinn. And let's not forget to thank Ray's Italian for the catering and SC Photography for taking all these awesome pictures tonight. Sorry, I was corrected. Saloon Door is missing from the list. Oh, no, I may have passed over it. I missed a whole line here. Saloon Door Brewing, Best of Show Podcast, Duo Winery, Strong Arm Brewing. But I also want to thank SC Photography for taking some awesome pictures for us. Ray's Italian for the catering. And JP Pierce and his band here tonight for the great music. Let's hear it for the band. I said, let's hear it for the band. And in case you haven't seen, they have a tip jar right up here. So make sure and give them a little tip if you enjoy the music. All right, I'm being coerced into plugging the auction again. We have the silent auction over here. You can bid online. There's a QR code for easy access to scan. Make sure you bid. We've got some great items available. Auction ends at 7 p.m., so keep your bidding going. Don't miss out. People's choice for the in-person homebrewers. Voting ends at 6:30. There may have been some confusion. You can vote for your favorite one beer, and you should have received a voting slip when you checked in. You just turn it into the front desk by 6:30 p.m. Vote for your favorite, and we'll announce a winner here in a little bit for the People's Choice Awards. Last but not least, we have a lift code available for a ride home. If you've had a lot to drink, we've got some great beers. We got some big beers here tonight. If you've had a lot to drink and you need a ride home, you can get a $10 discount on your lift ride. Please use it. Make sure you have a safe ride home. That's very important to us. Now get a refill, celebrate, bid on the silent auction. Cheers, y'all.